Welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Tigres UANL 1, LAFC 2, Leagues Cup 2025 League Phase. Tigres UANL 1, LAFC 2, la Leagues Cup, Fase de Grupos, Partido 3. And LAFC beats Tigres. LAFC ganador esta noche. Tigres lose to LAFC. And honestly, LAFC rotated. They had no business winning this game, but David Martinez put LAFC on his back and said, I'm going to do this for you. Hassan made some good saves, but Tigres, for the most part, were the better team all night, in my book, for the most part. And in the end, LAFC still won against the run of play twice, because they scored against the run of play twice. Tigres just couldn't score. I think they took LAFC too lightly. I really do. And the referee for the first half was incompetent, for sure. The second half, it was better. I wouldn't say corrupt, I'd say incompetent. But that referee didn't look like he knew his head from his own ass that first half. Second half, he got a bit better. First half, penalty is given to LAFC. Horrible call. Horrible call. Tillman set himself up to get body checked by Tigres, and he went down. That basically damn near is a flop. That should not have been a penalty at all, but it counts. They check it. They still give the penalty. David Martinez steps up and slams the penalty home past Nahuel. 38th minute. 0-1, 0-1, 0-1. Beautiful penalty by Martinez, though, even though it should have never happened in the first place. But what can you do? Beautiful penalty, though. Amazing penalty from him. 0-1, 0-1. They have the lead. Halftime, 0-1, 0-1. Miro tiempo esta noche. 47th minute, free kick taken. Brunetta lobs it over the top. Ivan Lopez with a beautiful header to put it into the near post. What a free kick. What a set piece. Beautiful play off the set piece. 1-1. 1-1. Tigres tie it up. And rightfully so, in my opinion. Rightfully so. They should have, honestly, in my opinion, they should have got to a shootout. I think they were very unlucky not to. I think they deserved better than what they got, at least by the way they played, but I think they also took LAFC way too lightly, and LAFC, in the end, scored the 2 goals that Tigres couldn't. Nahuel made some really good saves, too, before the second Martinez goal. 64th minute, David Martinez scores again. Smolyakov plays him on. Ball lands at Martinez, or plays in front of Martinez. He takes the run. All he has to do is beat Parata. He does. Slots it home under the arm of Nahuel. 1-2. 1-2. There's the winning goal. And LAFC will win full time. 1-2. 1-2 esta noche. LAFC win, and they are in the top 4 of Leagues Cup MLS side of the bracket. For now, tiebreakers probably will knock them out unless results go their way, but at least for now, they are top 4. So if things go completely their way over the next 2 days, they still could advance, but they will be jumped by Seattle and Portland no matter what, because Portland and Seattle have 2 regulation wins. LAFC only has 1, so they have to hold on to that 4th spot for dear life, no matter what. But they did win. And Tigres are still top 4 for now as well on the Liga MX side, but they're probably cooked because of this result. But again, same as LAFC, if things go completely their way, they can advance. Full-time stats are as follows: 18 shots to 9, 6 shots on goal to 5, 61% possession to 39% possession, 579 passes to 376, 87% pass accuracy to 82% pass accuracy, 19 fouls to 16, 1 offside to 1, 3 yellow cards to 3, 0 red cards to 0, 12 corners to 2. Tigres, they should have won this game, in my opinion. They honestly shot themselves in the foot. They legitimately well, not out, but they definitely under-respected LAFC. LAFC, again, heavily rotated. No Bouanga to even speak of. Of course, Human Son was watching the game in the stands. His transfer isn't completed yet. And they didn't play Marky Delgado for a half. Timothy Tillman didn't play till the 30-something minute. Matthew Chouanier didn't play to the second half. They heavily rotated. And in the end, they still won. They still won. Hassan goal instead of Lloris. But of course, let's remember that Lloris was in France because he was trying to get his green card, or is getting his green card, or some of that nature. So it's Hassan. And he had a solid game, I would say. Solid game. LAFC were solid. Very good defensively. Marky Delgado did better once they came on. I think he came on. I would think LAFC, they found a way to shut down this game. Yes, Tigres were the better team for most of the game. I would 100% say that, even though they lost. They should have done better than this. It's shocking that they didn't. They should have gotten to a shootout at the very least. But they didn't. Angel Correa was not as on fire as he has been through the first two matches of Leagues Cup. Of course, you have to have a dud at some point. That's not shocking. But it sucks that it came here where this game was almost everything. They had to at least get a result and see where they go from there. And they didn't do that. Now, they could still advance, yes, but it's going to be tough. Like, it's not in their hands now. It's not. And you would wish that Angel Correa was on fire again for this match, because Liga MX, pretty solid. Houston game, on fire. This whole Leagues Cup, he's been on fire. And he should have been tonight. And he had his moments, but it just wasn't the same energy. Gignac, I think he's damn near close to washed. It sucks. Of course, we got to give him a month to get healthy, but it doesn't look pretty for him. Brunetta looked damn good. But in the end, Tigres just didn't have that extra gear. If they had that extra gear, they would have won. The only one who did was honestly Nahuel. And the saves that he made, if they would have won, he would have been man of the match. Some of the saves that he made were crazy. But for me, man of the match in this game, because LAFC wins, Martinez. David Martinez, the man of the match. 2 goals. A penalty goal that he converted that should have never been a penalty, but at least he converted it. He wasn't the one who drew the penalty, so fine. And then amazing goal off the run. All he had to do, again, was beat Peralta. He did that, but Martinez is man of the match. He carried LAFC. The man carried LAFC. He did what he had to do. No Bouanga, no problem. And that probably isn't good news for America if they're still looking for him, which I don't think they are now because they got St. Maximin. But, you know, that isn't good news for people who want Bouanga, because if LAFC has no problems without him, is he as good as we think? Who knows? With that being said, Martinez, damn good performance. Damn good performance. LAFC, they toughed it out. They got through the skin of their teeth, and at least this game, and got the points from it. And they could still advance if things go completely off the rails on the MLS side of the bracket. But that would probably also mean Tigres are cooked completely. With that being said, though, it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this plays out. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know how it is. You know what it is. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlists. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. Thank you to Yeezus for rejoining the channel at Dynasty Squad level. Welcome back, friend. And tomorrow, I will see you for a live watch-along and review of Inter Miami versus Pumasunam. 1 game tomorrow. That's all we're covering. The big one, and Miami has to win. Pumas does too, for one of the two to advance. It's going to be interesting. Can't wait to see it. But I'll see you tomorrow. Miami again. Let's see how they do. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See ya.